I fly all over the world and sometimes thousands of miles every single month. And I train thousands of people every single month as well. And so one of the key things I know when a pilot is flying a plane is they have a pre-flight checklist. They want to make sure, check, 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 all these things are in place. So right now I want to give you a checklist that you can use to grow your sales and grow your business. I'm going to do that right now. Hi, my name is Mac and I help business owners scale to 7 figures so they make more money, have more time and a lot more freedom for themselves and their family. Now, what is the checklist? Now, when it comes to selling, you must understand sales is a process. So I'm going to break it down, make sure you're doing these. If you're not, then revise what you're doing and use the checklist that I'm going to give you. Now, the first thing is this. Ask yourself, am I speaking to the right person? Am I speaking to the right person? Who's the right person? Well, it's a person who I've done some research, I've done the investigation, I know they need my product, I know they want my product, and I know if I'm sitting in front of them, there's a high propensity that they will buy from me. So make sure you are speaking to the right person. Now, sometimes someone appears to be the right person, but guess what? Behind the scene, there's someone else who makes the decision. So do your very best to get that person who's behind the scene to be in that meeting as well. So you can ask the question, even before that meeting, who is involved in the decision-making process for this particular service? Make sure if it's the husband and the wife, they're together. Whether it's the boss and the subordinate in the room, make sure they're together so you can do your pitch, you can do your delivery, you can do your presentation to them at the same time. Number one. Number two, once they're in front of you, do your very best to do what we call approach them and contact them and speak to them in the right way. What does this mean? Now, you're sitting in front of them or you're standing in front of them, you're talking to them. What you're going to do is ask lots of questions. So part of the checklist is, am I asking questions? And if you find yourself talking too much, it means you are not asking enough questions. And when it comes to sales, whoever's asking the questions is in control. And so if you're not asking enough questions, you've lost control. That means they're asking you more questions and they're asking you for the answers. Ask the questions, why is this important at this checklist stage? The reason why this is important is you really want to get to understand them. Because if you don't understand their challenges, you don't understand their tribulations, you don't understand what they're going through, there is no way you can help them. All that's going to happen is you're going to assume that they're ready to buy, and that's very dangerous. And if they say, why are you asking so many questions? Just say, well, I want to really know how I can support you. So that's why I'm asking you these questions. Great salespeople always do this before they even talk about their company. And the beauty about this is at some point, because you're asking all these questions, the prospect's going to say, oh, by the way, can you tell me what you do? Ah, now, isn't that the light bulb? That light bulb right there, they've said, can you tell me what you do? So they've invited you into the room now. They've invited you and opened the door. Now, it's your opportunity to do the third stage on the checklist. And the third stage is now to present, to pitch what you came to pitch in the first place and tell them exactly how you can support them and how you've helped other people as well. So pitch clearly, make sure you don't muff up your words, you know what you're saying and make it clear so that they understand what your value is, what your solution is and how it's going to help them. Now, once you've pitched, at some point they're going to say, yes, they want it or no, they don't want it. Now, that fourth part of the whole thing is now you are going to do this. You're going to put it in a situation where if they say no, you've practiced enough what we call objection handling that you can turn their no into a yes. And there is typically 3 types of no's that is going to come up. They won't often say, nope, we don't want you, nope, we don't want your service. But the 3 types of no sounds like this. We're not interested in this service. We've just bought it from someone else and we're tied in for another year. So interest. Number 2 is money. We can't afford it. Your price is too high. It's too much for us. We don't have a budget for this. That's number two. That's the second type of objection. Number three, the third type of objection is time. This is not the time for us. We buy this in March of every year. We've already bought this last month, so we don't need this right now. So those are kind of objections that you're going to hear. Now, if you have a way of turning their objections, then you're going to be closer to the sale. Now, and if you want to know how to do that, I show that another time, but there is a science to that as well. So on that checklist, that's number four. Number five is they said yes. You have to have the ability to turn that yes into a sale. Now you've got to close them, not trick them, but you're going to ask another series of questions for them to say, yes, I'm ready to sign the order. Yes, here's my credit card. Yes, here's my details. Please work with me. Now, the number 6 on your checklist is this. You will have to do number 6 several weeks down the line, or several months, or maybe it might be a year or 2 years. But number 6 is all about follow up. Follow up with your prospect. Now they become a client, follow up with them. What you're going to do at this stage is go and visit them in their office or in their factory or in their outlet, wherever they are, or simply get on the phone with them or get onto a Zoom video conference call with them and ask them how things have been going since they started working with your organization and what's happened, what's the kind of results they've got, what's working, what's not working. And here's the beauty on that checklist. If things have not gone well and they haven't told you, then they are negatively spreading news about you and your company. So when you ask them and things haven't gone right, it gives you the opportunity to fix that situation. Now, the benefit is this: if things have gone really, really well and they're really happy, they're ecstatic, things have gone really well, the team is excited, the results have shown, you can now ask for a testimonial. And that testimonial can be a video testimonial, a written testimonial are the two best type of testimonials you can get. You can use that as social proof in your next sales process with another prospect. So that's the checklist I wanted to make sure I've given you. I hope you've written it all down. But anyway, by the way, if you understand what I'm saying and you want to be better at sales and you want to make more money through your business, then click the link below and get my free ultimate checklist on how to sell more effectively. And also click the link below and get into my free Facebook group, and where I share with you a lot more sales strategies on how to grow your business and make a lot more money. So click the link and I'll see you inside.